Hello there, and welcome to episode 37 of the State of Decay 2 coverage series. I'm your host, Arky, and today we will be doing a breakdown of the information we received about the Blood Plague during IGN's gameplay in their first of the month series. In this analysis, we will be breaking down the Blood Plague in easy-to-understand terms, and we will even see a secret that has not been mentioned yet and is a big look into crafting within State of Decay 2. So first, let's watch the full Blood Plague segment in IGN's gameplay. We will break down what we see as it goes. So let's get right into this fantastic stuff.
We're going to go check out the Plague Hearts, which are a new element of State of Decay 2. Brandon, it is basically, they're almost little instances, if you want to kind of use an MMO term. They don't pop up randomly. They're all over the map, and you want to clear each of them out to sort of help gain control of an area and just free it of danger a little bit, make it a little safer for you and your group to traverse.
That's right. They're part of a new mechanic called the Blood Plague in State of Decay 2, which is, you know, what's worse than a zombie? It's a zombie with a sickness.
Yeah, you see that meter above that we just cut away from. One of the characters had a little bit of Blood Plague there above your mini map on the left side. You'll see it on some of the characters.
And these are those Blood Plague zombies that are really, you know, if they hit you, they bite you, you sort of gain this.
So as you saw there, they were taking out a blood-plagued zombie, and as you saw, his eyes are glowing red. So that means, if you see a zombie with red eyes, you better take him out quick, because the more blood-plagued zombies you fight, the farther your blood plague meter will fill, and when it gets full, you will contract the blood plague. So this is a really cool way to implement sickness, and implement a disease that will ultimately kill your character unless you find the cure. Later in the video, I will show you a bit about how you can find the cure and even craft the cure for yourself or for your friends or community members. Let's continue.
Until you have the blood plague, and then, you know, it's only a matter of time. You have to cure yourself before you die. And
the only way to cure yourself is to take out, is to find samples, which you can always get if you take out one of these, the Plague Hearts. It's
this sort of swirling, pulsating mass of zombies that, you know, it's sort of got this effect around the area. You see the sort of miasma of red there.
Yeah.
And lots of plague zombies all
it
around.
Lures a lot of zombies, so these are difficult little scenarios.
So we have gotten our first glimpse at the Plague Heart. So guys, the Blood Plague is a huge aspect of State of Decay 2. So what this Blood Plague Heart does is basically supplies you with Blood Plague samples that you can then use to cure your characters by crafting the cure out of the Blood Plague samples. So with the Plague Heart, we find that this thing will lure in zombies that are infected with the Blood Plague. And while you are in combat with these plagued zombies, your plague meter will start to rise. So it doesn't look like you're going to be having to take out these Plague Hearts too often. So it seems when you play with your friends for a pretty long time and you fight a lot of zombies and come across plague zombies throughout the world, you're going to have to seek out these hearts, because this will be probably one of the only ways to get the cure. Another factor that was not talked about was the fact that these plague hearts, once destroyed, will make the game harder. Now, we haven't heard too much about how difficulty will scale as you destroy these plague hearts throughout the world, and we're not even too sure if these plague hearts are randomly generated or have set locations already in place. But the really cool thing, guys, I really want to talk about with the Blood Plague is that this is a new gameplay system within State of Decay, and I think it is one of the biggest things to come into the State of Decay franchise. So I want everyone to understand what this Blood Plague is. And I will show you how you do receive the Blood Plague samples, but let's watch them finish off this Blood Plagued heart. So as you saw there, they just destroyed the Plague Heart. But if you take notice to a little red skull up on the top left corner of the screen, you'll see that that red skull actually indicates that the plagued heart is still alive and is calling out to the plagued zombies. So as soon as you see that red skull go from red to gray, you know the plagued heart is destroyed. Another really cool thing I liked about taking out these plagued hearts is that this is definitely going to be a lot easier when you have your friends with you. And shown in that footage, you see that 2 of the players are taking care of the blood plagued, while the other 2 are trying to defend them from the blood plagued zombies that are all converging onto that blood plagued heart. So that is going to make some really teeth gritting, nail biting gameplay while trying to take out this blood plagued, and it's going to be pretty scary for the first couple times you do it. So I do advise bringing your friends when you do decide to destroy your first plagued heart. So next we're going to look at what you receive by looting the plagued heart and also by looting the plagued zombies. So in this final clip, you will see this player loot the plagued heart, and in its inventory you will find an item called a plague sample. And if you look at the description of this item, it says, a disgusting sample of tissue from a plague-infected zombie or plague heart, required to craft the blood plague cure in your infirmary. So now we know how to make the cure, or at least we know one of the components to make this cure, but we also got confirmation that your base will have an infirmary where you can craft certain items. And I know that we will be learning about crafting really soon, but it's nice to have that confirmation early. So now that we know pretty much all there is to know about the blood plague, now that we have looked at the blood plague segment in IGN's first of the month for State of Decay 2, we now have a better idea of what the blood plague is, and my personal belief is that the blood plague is a welcome feature in State of Decay 2, and I cannot wait to discover all the secrets that the blood plague has in store for us. So to conclude today's video, I think the blood plague is really cool, and just to give you guys an update on how the coverage series will move forward, we will be breaking down every piece of information within the State of Decay 2 IGN gameplay segments. So each episode will be covering a different topic, because we're going to try to go as deep as we can into each new piece of information instead of trying to compile it all into one 10-minute piece. So definitely hit that subscribe button if you are new. Definitely check back to all of our other State of Decay 2 coverage series episodes so that you can be up to date with everything State of Decay 2. We have a ton to talk about, and as the month goes on, we are just going to get overwhelmed with information, and boy, I couldn't be more happier. So I hope you guys enjoyed this blood plague breakdown. It was definitely a really enjoyable piece to create because I even learned things myself while in the process. So I hope you guys enjoyed, but as always, I love you guys. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.
fucking plague zombies must think they own this town.
God, I am so sick of plague zombies.